Hello, everyone. Both of us are really long time no see to the people in the chat. I've been sprinting all afternoon. Vanessa's been sprinting all afternoon. And we are here switching to different books. And thankfully, Vanessa is here helping me tonight because if you're noticing, Kelsea is not here. Something came up and we had to kind of switch it around. We switched channels and Vanessa gladly jumped in. And I'm so thankful for Vanessa jumping in to hang out with me tonight. And we're going to be reading Wreck the Halls by Tessa Bailey.
Woohoo.
Neither of us have started. I don't think you haven't started, right?
Nope.
No, neither of us have started. So we'll be starting on sprints. If you want to read with us, we would love to have you read with us the book and we'll chat about it. If you don't want to read Tessa Bailey, that's totally fine. You can read whatever you want and get some of your TBRs done. Whatever you need to get done tonight is totally fine. We're going to do 3 45-minute sprints. Tonight, that's the plan. And see how far we get. And then we'll continue the discussion of the book on the B&K Discord, which should be, if I did all the things, in the description box below. Vanessa also linked in the description box below. So if you do not know Vanessa's lovely face, go and give a follow. Vanessa, do you want to just introduce yourself?
Sure.
Quickly.
So obviously I'm Vanessa. I am Read with Dr. B. And I read a lot of romance, fantasy romance, mystery, thrillers. I kind of read everything.
Everything.
I also sprint a lot. So, if you're looking for sprints, 9 times out of 10, I'm probably sprinting or on someone else's sprint.
True.
And then I also run a fun sprint spreadsheet database that Christina helps me with. So you probably know Christina from the comments. I'm sure she's here. So yeah, that's me.
And we appreciate the sprint spreadsheet so much. It's just a great database. I check it every morning to see who's sprinting. It's fantastic. You both do an amazing job because I'm sure it's a lot of work. So we appreciate, but all the links should, if I was smart, are in the description box below. I'm pretty sure I did it. Hello, Chrissy. Listened to 2 Taylor Swift songs during the short break and ready to read with you all. I support this decision. I have been pretty much, if I'm not reading, listening to You're Losing Me on an infinite loop.
And I have a question because I just saw some news about Taylor Swift. My social media is like, Taylor Swift,
Same.
Okay. What happened between her and Kim Kardashian? Is this a Kanye thing?
I think there was years after the Kanye thing. I don't really know all the details, but years after the Kanye thing, I think like Kim reached out to her to like figure something out and then did something like behind her back after that. I don't really know all the details, but there's like but yes, it's somewhat related to the Kanye thing.
Okay, then.
I think they put Taylor's name in a Kanye song after about it. I don't follow
Taylor.
I don't follow Kim Kardashian or Kanye very closely, so I don't know all of the details, and I know it was a few years ago, but unless something new has happened and I missed it, which is also
I think just some stuff resurfaced. I don't know.
Which it does, I'm sure there's people here in the comments that know much more than I do, so feel free to insert if you know more. Hello, Glenda. How are you? And yes, thank you, Vanessa, for stepping in for Kelsea. We appreciate it so much. Hello. It's just going to be hellos for a minute. Hi, Christina. Hope everyone is well listening to Wreck the Halls, well decking the halls and hitting the like button. Thank you so much. That does help the stream very, very much. Alicia and Rudy, hello. We've got Steph, excited for some sprints. Today is my Friday. Nice. Hoping to finish at least half of Bookclub tonight. Well, we hope we can help you get through at least some of that. Hello, Amanda. Decided to join in on this read, used a credit on Audible. Ooh, I hope you like it.
Speaking of audiobooks, it's on Libro for $4.99 right now.
Is it still on sale?
Yes.
Okay, because I said that in the last sprint because it was on, we were talking about it in the Discord a couple weeks ago and it was on sale on Libro FM. I didn't know if it still was, but that's when I picked it up. It's also on Everand.
Mhm.
If you're not in Everand jail. But I just went, for $4, I just picked it up on Libro because then I knew I didn't have to fuss with
Right.
Everand. So that's also where I'm listening to it from. Hello. Doubt I'll read anything tonight, running back and forth, looking after my mom. How is your mom doing, Amanda? Let me know. If you don't want to let everybody know, you can just message me because I'd like to check in with you. Listening to The Vanishing Stair while bravely taking on a project.
We can read.
We can read. We've been doing this for hours. It's fun. It's fun. Bravely taking on a project to catalog all this series I'm currently in the middle of. Ooh, that's scary. Reading A Witch's Guide to Fake Dating a Demon. Ooh, and an arc for Don't Want You Like a Best Friend by Emma R. Alban. I don't think I know what this is. I'll have to look it up. Started it earlier today currently at 29%. Okay, Alicia, what are you liking it? Are you not liking it? Let me know where you're leaning because at 29%, and I tend to agree with you in a lot of books, so that'll tell me. Tessa Bailey I usually like. There's a few that I haven't, but in general, it's usually a good time. Hello, Bree. Long time no see. I don't have the book, but we'll be sprinting and reading The Coldest Winter. Absolutely. Oh, she released an edited video where it looks like she was okay. Oh, yeah. There. See, I knew there was something about it being in the song. I just didn't know all the details. Yet I watched this movie, so like I should know this, and I watched this movie multiple times. So, I don't know what to tell you. Hello, Taylor. Unfortunately, a DNF wrecked the halls. Oh no. Okay, well, hopefully I like it. We'll see what happens. Hello, Jessica. Hello, Jojo. Hello. Yes, happy Friday for Steph, because it's not my Friday, but it's a Friday. Reading and listening to A Court of Silver Flames. Hopefully finishing part 1 today. That's a chunky one, but I think you can do it. It is on Everand if you are subscribed. Scribd. I still call it Scribd. Like I'll say Scribd and then I'll be like, oh right, Everand.
Yeah.
Like, my brain has not fully adjusted to calling it that. Have the audio on Libby. Luckily, yeah, my Libby hold was
long. Yeah.
outlandish. Be reading Kiss and Spell by Celine Martin, a paranormal romance. Nice.
Sounds cute.
It does sound good. Had to wait until the 12th to get it on Everand and forgot to look on Hoopla, but oh well, here's hoping it's good. Yes, aren't we all hoping it's good? We haven't had a book club book where we've all agreed on it in a minute. Like we're usually like split down the middle of like, so hopefully I don't know if Tessa Bailey will be the one that turns it around. We'll see. Although, well, I should say not all of us agree, but I think everyone agreed on Midnight is the Darkest Hour last month, but we all agreed we hated it.
Ooh.
So that, maybe that's not, I guess we all did agree, but nobody really liked it, unfortunately. She fractured her spine. Oh, no. Oh, I'm so sorry that happened. Luckily, it's a clean fracture, no shattering. This is her first day home. She can shuffle with a Zimmer, but can't turn or bend. So I need to do everything for her. That can be really hard to take care of someone. So thinking of you both as she's recovering, because that can be really hard on both patient and caregiver. I always forget Libby too. I was just excited to read with y'all about to have you. Typical Tessa Bailey. I'm okay with that. That works for me. I don't need Tessa Bailey to think outside of the box because sometimes that end badly. That's fine. Put this in the Discord, but the main characters' names, Melody and Beat, are irrationally annoying me.
I think Melody's okay, but Beat's a weird first name.
I mean, I think it's because their parents were in a band, so they were like,
Yeah, they're like hippies and stuff.
Right. And you know how famous people call their kids weird things? Because they do. They do. Celebrity kids' names. Some of them are real different.
Yes.
Enjoyed Wreck the Halls. It was on brand for Tessa, but at the same time, it wasn't as spicy as I'm used to from her and a little slower burn than usual. Interesting. Well, that might not be so bad. I'm okay with that. I do like the name Melody. And Melody's like, I like it. It's a nice name. I know several Melodies. You've never read a Tessa Bailey. Ooh.
Oh goodness.
We'll see where this ranks in my, because there's, they've been all over the place sometimes. Hello, Kiana. Oh, that's true. Well, did you gave it 3 stars, which is not, the middle of the road. This is true. I DNF'd it, so I can't really speak too much on it. I only got, I think, 120 pages in before
It's like literally on my TBR card right now.
Oh, I'm sorry. You might like it.
I hope so.
I know Bree liked it, so not everybody did. She's off her feet for 12 weeks. Oh, that's a long go. I also liked Window Shopping. Window Shopping is my favorite Tessa Bailey book.
So here, okay, I think what happened was I listened to it predominantly on audio. I don't know if you've listened to the audio for that.
No, I think I read it.
It was so bad.
Was the audio bad?
The guy sounded so country bumpkin that I was like, this sounds so weird. Like, I could not find it sexy at all. I just pictured him as this like not cute guy that she was describing him as.
Yeah, I physically read it, so that may have been the choice, which I think might have helped with this one too, because I think Bree physically read Night is the Darkest Hour. I did it on audio, and the audiobook was not good.
Oh, okay.
So I think that might have been part of the problem, because an audiobook can make or break a book.
It can, yeah.
It really can. Yeah, long time no see, Alicia. It's been ages. Just ages. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. We love having new book friends to hang out with. Haven't read any of Tessa Bailey's either. Well, I hope we're starting you off on a good note. Who knows? Hello, Lexi, joining in from class. We'll probably have to go soon once class actually starts. Still on page 23, but I do know that Beat Dawson is the person, not a thing. This was earlier. If you were in my sprints earlier, you'll know that there was a minute where Lexi was trying to read this while at work and was like, what's a Beat Dawson?
Oh my goodness.
And it took a second to figure it out. Also, your first Tessa Bailey. Okay. Wow. A lot of people trying Tessa Bailey for the first time. Need to read Window Shopping. Did I hear people saying they liked Wreck the Halls better than that one? I don't know if they were saying they liked it better. They were saying they liked the Window Shopping. And this is like another holiday read. So I think those are the only 2 of her holiday reads. Like, I don't think she's written any other holiday books.
I'm not sure.
I can't think.
She's got a lot of books.
She has a lot of books. I mean, this is the 3rd one that came out this year.
Yeah.
So like releasing them quickly. The only Tessa Bailey you've read is It Happened One Summer. I did really like It Happened One Summer. I docked down a star just because the 3rd act breakup was a bit over the top. But other than that, I really liked it. Hello, Katie. Wreck the Halls is on my hopefuls list for later this month, but I'm not ready to get to it yet. That's totally fine. Continuing with The Serpent in the Wings of Night, currently at 32%. Nice. Hello, Pat, and all in the Thursday spirit. I love it. It's not good. I can't read already. This is gonna be a long night, everyone. Gotta read It Happened One Summer. I think it was her best book. In the moment, it was okay, but it's really stuck in my mind until this day. I can kind of agree with you on that point. It is one that is memorable. Like a lot of Tessa Bailey books, it does kind of become forgettable, but that one is a memorable one. My first Tessa Bailey. We have so many people trying Tessa Bailey. I hope this is a good one, y'all. Just for you. Hello, Kay. It's a long time no see. I just saw you. I just spent the afternoon with you. Enjoying it more so compared to Window Shopping. Okay. So hopefully that That sounds like good news. Lots of Tessa Bailey newbies. We've got lots tonight. Hello, Katie. I'll be joining when I get home from work, hopefully for at least a few sprints. We're excited to have you for a little bit. Lessons in Chemistry. This is on my list because I want to read it so I can watch the movie.
It's so good.
The movie or the book?
Well, the book.
Have you watched the movie yet?
No, I think it's a show. Is it a show or a movie?
It might be a show.
No, I haven't watched this show yet. I have so much to watch right now.
Yeah, I'm not good with TV, but like every once in a while something will catch my attention that I want to do. I believe I think I said one time I hadn't really thought of this. I don't know. Let me think about it during the sprint and we'll come back. I'm going to star this comment. Let me have a think. Vanessa will have a think. I will have a think.
I don't know if I can do any more thinking.
Vanessa's like, we've been sprinting all day, Brittany. We cannot do thinking. Tucked in bed, ready to fall asleep. Lovely. I know. We have a lot of them. I have not read any Tessa Bailey and still won't, as I don't have the capacity for a new book tonight. That's totally fine. Started watching the series too. They're both good. Nice. Read quite a few Tessa Bailey books. They're okay. There's kind of like they're not all created equal.
Yeah. I would say she's a pretty solid like 3-star reader or author. Like she's got some bad ones, some good ones, some smack dab in the middle.
Yeah, I agree. I completely agree. In Lessons in Chemistry? Or in this?
Oh, without the G?
Oh, got
yes,
you.
Yes, because yes. Actually, so I have the book right here. There's a reason why there's a pencil on the cover. So check your trigger warnings. Yes.
Very good. I was like, to be honest, I was still going with the fruit because Tessa Bailey's last book was set in a vineyard. I was like, yeah, that sounds could be. Hello, Stephanie. How are you? We are going to head into a sprint now. Are you ready to get to reading?
Yep.
Okay, let's jump into our first 45 and I will see you after that. Hello. We're back. I got to page 42.
You made it way further than I did.
How did you do?
I got to page 12 because I had to go to the grocery store and get ice.
Oh, yes. I knew you had to do that in the sprint. Yes.
I tried to like listen as I was there, and then everybody wanted to talk to me in the grocery store. I was like, oh my gosh, okay.
Yep. I'm the same way. I can't listen when I try to grocery shop, or I can listen, but none of it goes in the mind. So I'm the same way. So far, I'm really liking it. I mean, it's still very early days. It's only 42 pages.
Yeah.
But
no
so far, I the names are not bothering me at all. And I it does give me that 90s band that broke up vibes, which I like. We can all relate to that as like a band that we listened to in the 90s that have, we would love to see get back together and just, aren't. So, so far so good. Still early days though. We had a few people join us while we were on Sprint. Hello, Christina. How are you? Hello. I'm continuing to read The Brightest Side of Going Dark. Kate is still working on the essay, working on typing up the bits I wrote at the end of Vanessa's stream. And then it's off to the races with this essay again, 6.5 more hours. And I'm free. You're so close. I mean, 6.5 is still a lot of hours, but like you're getting there. You're getting there. Jess joined us. Hi, Jess. Not reading this book. That's totally fine, but going to hang out with us for the evening. Kelsea got to chapter 4, 11% enjoying it so far. I think we're basically in the same spot, Kelsea, because I'm only two or three pages into chapter 4. So we're about at the same spot. Read about 20 pages, but I'm slowly dying, so I'm going to sleep. Thank you so much for today. Yes, it is getting late, so that makes perfect sense. Have a good sleep, have a good rest, and we'll chat soon. Got to chapter 5, made it to chapter 4. Looks like we're all kind of in that area. Got to chapter 4, took a nice long hot shower, so much warmer now. Isn't that always so nice, like on a cold day, to have like a bath or a shower to like warm up? Ate dinner and got myself and the kids ready for bed. Now time to sit and read. Yay. I always feel so like great when it's finally like the end of the day and like all the things are done. You're just like, I can like do nothing for the rest of the night. Only got 11 pages into Bookclub, but the night is young. The night is young. This is so true. And 11 pages is still 11 pages further than you were before that sprint. So progress. Any progress is good. Good. Still, just still on the studying grind. Yeah. You know what? These are productivity sprints too. I know so many people are trying to get those last few things in for the semester, for the end of the year. So that's totally understandable. Got to 71%. Nice. Got some much needed organization done on Goodreads and a bit of my arc. Very nice. Got to 110 pages into Silver Flames. I wish it was the end of the day, still at work. That's the thing with time zones, is like everyone's all over the place with their day. It's not the end of the day here either. It's only 7:00. So I still have a fair few hours before my kiddos go to bed and, or my kid, I only have one, before my kid goes to bed, and I can rest and relax for the night, but it'll happen soon-ish, another 3-ish hours. Just finished dinner and found my Lego advent calendar I misplaced doing the first 7 days. That's actually kind of fun when you can like mass open an advent calendar for a little while. And I'm glad that you found it. A Lego one sounds fun. I didn't do an advent calendar this year.
Or what?
I think it comes with like a little bit that you can like put together every day. Like it's just a little something that you can like build every day, or at least that's the ones I've seen. And by I've seen, I mean like people making it on like, YouTube, opening them. But yeah, they look fun. I didn't get an advent calendar this year, and I kind of regret that life choice. My son got one, but I didn't. Next year, I'll have to remember this and make sure that I get one. 16 pages read. Oh, it's a Harry Potter Lego Advent. Okay, very cool. Well, that is the end of the comments. Do you just want to get back into reading? Because I know that you were eating right as we came in.
Yeah, I'll probably go walk my dog now, so get like cold again.
Oh no, you have to go back out. Oh, poor Vanessa.
Yeah, this whole fridge situation is stressful. So
I totally understand that because, like I said, mine broke earlier in the year, and it was very stressful.
yeah.
Very,
And my
very
partner's driving me crazy. Like, you need to go cook this, and I'm like, where am I going to put it? It's ruined, probably. Like, whatever.
Well, yeah, it's hard. Yeah, because you can't really keep anything without ice or a freezer or yeah, that's hard. Hopefully you'll get it fixed. I know that you have to wait a certain amount of time. That's really crappy. Never had an advent calendar. Jess, we need to get you an advent calendar. It's fun. I'm kind of jealous of Nicole's, to be honest. Nicole from Dusty Book Sniffers has a book advent calendar and is unwrapping a book a day from a company. I don't know the name of the company. It's a company in Australia. And you buy the advent calendar and they send you 24 wrapped books. And I'm like, that's what I want. I want to find someone in Canada that will send me 24 wrapped books. And I think they like that I think they look at your Goodreads to see like, or you're like, you send them your like owned shelf database from Goodreads or Storygraph, and they like use that to make sure they don't send you books you already have. So like, I want to find a company in Canada that does this, or maybe just like convince someone in my life to do this for me.
Right.
Like who loves me enough um to make me a book advent calendar. Because I was even saying to Mom, I was like, if I went to secondhand shops throughout the year, bought secondhand books, and you just wrap them, I would forget which ones I bought. Like when I open them, I would be just as shocked and surprised and excited because I wouldn't remember. I wouldn't. Got to 18% of Kiss and Spell. Very nice. Always wanted a book advent calendar. We need people in our lives that will make us book advent calendars. That will be my goal for 2024. Find a person that will make me a book advent that will wrap 12 books and tell me in what order to open them. That's what I want. Okay, we're going to head into another sprinty sprint, and I will see you all in 45 minutes once I start the cat again. Hello, we're back. How did everybody do on that sprint? I got to page 82. How'd you do, Vanessa?
I got to page 15.
Okay.
Walked my dog and then just had to do some things around the house. So
Yeah.
it was, yeah.
I'm liking it. I mean, it's a good time. I will say the closeness they have, like them against the world kind of thing, I think would have made more sense had they known each other as children or like even as teenagers, but like they met once prior to this. And they're like, us against the world. And I'm like, where did you build this bond? Like, I don't, this bond came out of nowhere. But that's my only which is not like a major critique. I'm just like, I think it would have made more sense if there was more of a backstory to their other than that their parents were friends. They seem to have like quite a friendship, you know? That's my only thoughts at the moment. We did have a few people join us during that sprint. We have Bree. Hello. Took a break from reading earlier to pick up some groceries and now back at it, hoping to finish 'Tis the Season for Revenge. Oh, I wanted to pick this up last year. Didn't. I have it on my Kindle. So potentially possible to get to it this year. I know Neva really loved this book last year, which is why I put it on my Kindle because Neva told me to. And when Neva tells me to read something, I listen. Because that's what friends do. They listen when they tell you to read the books. Thank you so much. Reading Together We Rot by Skyla Arndt. It's a horror romance YA story set at Christmas. That sounds like there's a lot going on with a horror romance set at Christmas. Like that seems like a lot. Are you enjoying it? Hello, late as ever, but reading Christmas Book Club by Sarah Morgan. Just started it. I love that everyone's doing like holiday reads tonight. Like, that makes me happy. Kelsea also found me a book advent that's in Canada. So I'm very excited. YouTube wouldn't send it, but you sent it on IG. Thank you so very much. I'm very excited to check that out for next year because I want one. Hello, Neva. How are you? Are you home? Because I know Ari had her Christmas concert tonight. Made it to the middle of chapter 9. Love the humor. I'm like, what chapter am I on? I feel like it's got to be close to that. I'm on chapter 8, so I'm just a little bit behind you. They do have really good banter, which I love a book with banter. Anytime. That's always.
This is like reassuring. Everyone here is like, this is not too bad.
No. I mean, is it excellent? No. But it's like a good time. It's like a good, happy holiday romance, which I'll take. I don't come to Tessa Bailey for great works of literature. Like we just come for a good time. And that's what I'm getting. I'm getting that. Finished my book, gave it 4 stars. Very nice. Got halfway through chapter 10, flying. Are you liking it? Hi, Julie. I'm midway through chapter 4 of Wreck the Halls. I'm having some quibbles, but also enjoying. Yeah, I can understand that. That's kind of how I feel about it too. It's like it's a good time, but like it's not, it's a Tessa Bailey Christmas romance. That's what it is. Made some progress in Back in a Spell and cuddled with the cat. That is a good sprint. Anytime I can have animal cuddles, I'm pretty happy. Yeah, it just doesn't, their closeness doesn't make sense. Like their friendship, there's no reason they should have this friendship. But they have they're like, yeah, us against the world. And I'm like, that's great. Like, I like it. I like the friendship. I just wish there was like a backstory to it a little bit.
Well, maybe they're just in their Delulu era, you know?
Oh, maybe. That's probably it, to be honest. It's like friends to lovers, but we skipped the friendship but we haven't made it to the lovers. Like we're in a weird, what is this stage? 48% of Foxglove wasn't expecting this book to go in this direction, but I'm enjoying it. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying it. In chapter 8, so we're in the same place, Christina. 'Tis the Season for Revenge is a reread for me this year. So funny and good. When are you rereading it? Because maybe we should do it together. Maybe. Message me. Working on my paper instead of reading along with you all, but I'm at about 1,700 words. That's awesome. Really only got one more point to make before I can put together the conclusion. Kate, I'm so happy that you are getting near the end and you're making so much progress. Got to order dinner now and take a little bit of a break. Researching real life cults is getting mentally draining. I bet it would. That makes sense. It is freaky in the best way. It's also set in Michigan where I live, and all the snow and freakiness is perfect. I don't know if I'd want to read a horror set where I live. Like, I feel like that would just be like too much Inception for me. Ari did well. We'll be posting the video unlisted, so I'll send you the link once I do. Yes, please, and thank you. Then Auntie Brittany can tell her how good she did. Another 16 pages. My kids have things to go to tonight, so spent part of the time trying to arrange rides for them, but not happening. So I'll be taking them. Wish my daughter would get her license. I feel like that was my parents when I got my license because my mom doesn't drive. So my dad had to drive like both of us around. So as soon as I was old enough to get a license, he was like, I'm taking you to get a license.
I was so ready at like, I think 15, you could get your learner's permit here. Well, in North Carolina where I grew up. And I was so ready. Like even getting out of the house to go to college, I was like, bye.
Yeah. I was like, freedom. I can drive. Got some things tidied and getting ready to watch Prep and Landing with the kiddos. Very nice. I'm liking it. Melody's attraction to Beat makes sense, but he is all I want to touch her right now from the start, and it's a bit caveman-y. Yeah, I can understand what you're saying. Yeah. He's like an interesting mix of like bro-y and sweet. But I just think it would make more sense. I think even that would make more sense if they had had this friendship beforehand, because then it would make sense like why he has that infatuation with her. I feel like we're just missing like the pre-friendship part of the book. Like we skipped that. Done with class, we ended up having to use my phone on speaker to be able to communicate with the other parts of the class in our main office. That's interesting. But I got Chipotle for dinner. Nice. And taking Ellie for a walk. I wish we had a get it whenever I go anywhere that has Chipotle, but we don't have one. Okay. I'll message you because I could probably do it either this week or next week. Like I really have nothing preventing me from doing it. Or if any of I'll message you. I just had a thought. Got to page 158 of Bromance Book Club, which is about halfway through. Very nice. I saw this comment. I just got to this part and I was like, yep, this is interesting. But I feel like stylists in Hollywood would say weird things to you while they're trying to get you ready because they're not thinking. So like maybe it was like a weird moment though of like trying to get her dressed. It was a little odd. Yes, going to have to check that one out. I felt the same. I was thrown off by the off-page backstory of their friendship. And it's not even really off-page because they only met one time and then never met again. So I feel like it's like missing. It's the only thing that I wish was more fleshed out because I think it would make the current situations make more sense. Loving the festive vibes you both are giving, right? We're ready for the holidays. As the oldest, my mom made me get my license as soon as I could, mainly to run my siblings' places since my mom was a single mom who worked full time. Yes. I like it when they are up there. It's a little spooky sometimes. That I can't stop thinking about this one interaction from 14 years ago is a hurdle for me right now. But still here for the ride. Yeah. I think we're all kind of mentioning the same thing because it is. If they had met 14 years ago or had a friendship before that 14, again, it's just like too short of an interaction for it to explain the current situation. It was just like you don't meet anyone. I don't care who they are for like 10 minutes and then have this kind of like relationship with them 15 years later. Like no matter what. That's the only part that's missing for me. No, that's fine. I don't think that was spoilers. No, that wasn't spoilers because it's just her being in the Hollywood scene. Okay, before we go into another sprint, I wanted to just announce our next book club book because we always announce the next month's book club book while we are on sprints, and normally Kelsea does it, but I will do it this time. And luckily, my book just arrived yesterday, so I have it. So next month will be Darby Kane, The Engagement Party. I have yet to read a Darby Kane. I have one on my list on my TBR for this month. So this will either be my first or my second Darby Kane, depending on if I finish this month's TBR. We'll see how it goes. But we're going back to thriller for January. And I know that the information's already in the Discord, and the Discord link is in the description box. So that is for next month. Obviously, you meet your soulmate at 16 after a 5-minute interaction. Hasn't that happened to you? I mean, hasn't that happened to all of us? Think it's assumed that since their moms are celebrities, they would have the same events and stuff. Yeah. It definitely is, but like I still think it would have been nicer because their moms were best friends. But
You
like
need to like connect it for the reader.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the only thing that I think is missing. Like literally the only thing. Well, I'm sure there's other things. I'm still early days, but I'm still other than that though, but it's still like a fun Christmas romance, which is all I need it to be. So I'm not complaining. It's still a fun Christmas romance. Need to run, finished up work and going to do errands. Thanks for the sprint. You are very welcome. Thanks for hanging out with us. Freaking excited for this book, the self-control I have to not read this right now. What book are we talking about? The revenge one? Is that what we're talking about? I've talked about so many books in the last few minutes. I'm assuming you mean 'Tis the Season for Revenge. I mean, we can buddy read it right away. Pretty much, like in the next few days, if you want to. If you're talking about a different book, then let me know. I will adjust my comments accordingly. Oh, Darby Kane's book. Oh, yes.
I was not sure. I was like, maybe Neve's talking about the book you just held up. Yeah.
This one. Yeah, no, you're going to have to wait for this one for next month and read it with me and Kelsea. Oh, you pre-ordered it. Yep. Nice. Well, you just have to wait a month. You're probably on at least a month hold for the audiobook. Because I am. Because the book just came out 2 days ago. But also the revenge book too. Okay, we are going to do one more sprint tonight, and that will be the end for these sprints. Normally we do a few more, but we've been sprinting all day, and we're just going to do one more for tonight. So let me pull up the cat, pull up the last sprint timer, and we'll do one more sprint, see how far we can get through Wreck the Halls or whatever we're doing and reading. And then we'll head out for the night. I will see everyone in 45. Hello, everyone. I got 2-page, 110 during that sprint, so I'm pretty happy with that much getting done tonight. And then I was just talking in the Discord with everyone about kind of what we thought about the first, 8 pages of the book. How did you do, Vanessa?
I got some reading done finally. I got up to page 50, so I think that's like
Nice.
chapter 4 or something.
Yeah, about 4 or 5. Yeah.
And I finally got to the part where you guys were like, yeah, like we met once and we're obsessed with each other.
I just think a little bit more friendship in the book would have just made everything else make more sense and made it more organic. But
Yeah.
that's okay. That's a
Also
small,
decorated my tree. I don't know if you can really see it,
Yay!
but
No, you definitely can. Here, I'll make you bigger. Hold on. There we
little
go.
like ornaments on there, and I didn't realize that I have like a bookish one, and I was like, oh, somebody must have given that to me
That's nice.
last year or something.
Very nice. Very nice. Hold on. I got to figure out where we were in the comments because I have no idea. Alicia keeps missing the chatty bit. My boss called and work things kept coming up. Currently on chapter 14, but heading out for dinner. We'll chat more in the Discord, which is where we were chatting. And also, Katie joined us. Hello. So far, I have very few complaints. I did put this in just because we've chatted about it a little bit and we're chatting more about it in the Discord. So far, I have very few complaints. That's really my only one. I'm a little concerned about one comment that's made early in the book, which I won't go into because I think it would be, we're talking about it in the Discord, so I'll just leave it there. But I'm only concerned because I just don't know where we're going with it. As if it's done well, I'm okay. If it's not done well, it just depends on how, it could go either way, but I haven't seen it to know at this point. So we'll see. What about you on your first 50 pages? How are you feeling?
I mean, I'm liking it. It's a standard Tessa,
It is. It's very much standard Tessa Bailey. It's kind of like, it's a Christmas romance. That's what it is. Got to 79%. Got to chapter 15. Finished Ellie's walk. I'm on page 36. Also ate dinner. Cleaned the litter box and the bathroom. Finished Together We Brought 4 stars. Really liked it. Nice. Your tree is very pretty.
Oh, thank you.
90 pages left. Goal is to finish tonight. You've got this, Steph. I believe in you. Took a shower, started folding laundry, reached 80% of Back in a Spell, hoping to finish it tonight before bed. We've got a lot of people who want to finish some books. So I hope that you all can finish it. I would love to stick around, but I need to go put my child to bed and probably go to bed myself.
I probably need to put myself to bed.
Yeah. Finish Right Side of Going Dark. I think it's going to be 4.5. Definitely deals with some heavy topics. That's why I had to bring it up. I don't really know if I should be concerned. I don't know. I read that same line and I tucked it away for like, I'm going to wait and see kind of thing of like, we'll see. We'll see. And if you have no idea what we're talking about, we are talking about in the Discord. So you can see all the in-depths of that because it's right on the line of like, I don't want to speak about it until I've actually seen how it goes because it's just a quick comment at this moment. So we'll see what happens. Got to chapter 12. I'm a little concerned about some of the theories popping into my head. Christina, come join us in the Discord. I bet you they're the same theories. Totally get that. We'll head over to the Discord to discuss once I've started. Yeah, we have it separated by chapters, so it's really easy to know like what we're talking about. Finished The Last House Guest last night. Ooh, how did you like this? Really ended up liking it. Was surprised when the killer was revealed, but in hindsight, it was kind of obvious. Was surprised by the motive though. Okay. Because this I'm planning to read this month for Bookclub. So I'll see. Hopefully I like it too. I don't care. Like it's okay. I don't mind if it's obvious in hindsight as long as I still have that moment of like twist. Because sometimes it's nice to kind of go back and see like where the little breadcrumbs were towards it, if that makes sense. You're very welcome, Christina. Yes, exactly. There's lots of sprints with Neva and Nicole tonight. So there's lots of places to finish your books, but we are going to be heading out. Kelsea will be back for book club next month, but I want to say a big thank you to Vanessa for filling in last minute for book club because things happen, things come up, but it's great to have BookTube friends who are willing to jump in and get some stuff done. I am also excited for Sprint Miss. I cannot. It's in just a little. Oh, it's 10 days away. 10 days away from Sprint Miss.
Exciting.
Crazy. Oh, and Nell might have Bookemon sprints. Oh, Nell is reading it for Bookemon. I was gonna say I think Nell had her Bookemon sprints last night. I'm so tired. My brain is lost the plot, to be honest. But here are the links to Nicole and Neva's sprints, respectively. And you can see that it's the same stream, just on both their channels. So that is it for us tonight. Thank you so much. Again, thank you to Vanessa for hopping in. So wonderful to have you. And we'll be chatting in the Discord, more Wreck the Halls. And I will see you next week on Tuesday night for some sprints.